In China, it's called Qi, spelled C-H-I. In Japan, Kai. In India, Prana. The ancient Egyptians referred to it as Ka, K-A, and the Greeks, Pneuma. In Africa, it's known as Ash, and in Hawaii, Ha, or Mana. All of which refer to a supposed invisible energy force found throughout the universe. It is the force responsible, according to them, for creating and sustaining life in the universe. Now, I read on one online site that this life force flows naturally through the invisible pathways called dragon veins, okay? Now, there's your first clue in this video as to the real nature of what is called Qi. It went on to say that similar pathways called meridians are also found within humans. These energy fields are also known in the Western world as chakras. Chinese martial arts utilizes this mysterious force during the physical training exercise during which they mimic the movements of specific animals. The belief is that this energy can be absorbed from the outside, compressed, stored, and then utilized for specific healing purposes, strength, as well as for purposes of spiritual enlightenment. The specific training style is an attempt to harness and transform this so-called Qi energy found throughout the universe into a subtle form that can be utilized inside the human body. Qigong is also an extremely popular Buddhist pagan deity worshipped China-wide. According to my research, he is usually shown barefoot, wears patched and tattered robes as a beggar, carries a bottle of wine and a fan which he can perform magical feats. So what came first, the pagan deity Qigong or the internal art referred to as Qigong? I'm not sure, but let's take a look at the pagan deity. Now, martial arts practitioners make use of a practice called the 5 animal system of spontaneous Qigong. The Qigong masters are said to have extremely high levels of this Qi energy. During this practice, the instructor or Qigong master summons this Qi energy from within himself and from without, supposedly meaning the universe, and then transmits or projects the spiritual force into his student in training. What happens next is frightening, to say the least. Following the discharge of the transmission of the Qi energy, there is a severe involuntary reactions that occur in the student. Let's take a look at the first clip where you will see for yourself the reaction following this discharge of Qi energy from the guru to the student. Let's take a look at the first clip.
This is the tiger movement, a reaction to the cleansing of the lungs. As Shifu Shi Dilong injects his healing energy directly into the patient's spinal cord, it increases the breathing capacity and vibrations of the vocal cord. It also triggers the rapid contraction of finger muscles. The visual result is a roaring, clawing tiger or tigress. This strange reaction appears when different muscle groups along both sides of the spinal cord contract and relax. This creates the clumsiness and the tumbling actions of the big bear. When the healing Qi energy enters the liver and its meridian, it triggers rapid muscular contractions of the nerve endings along the leg's energy channel. This reaction creates fast, rapid stamping leg movements, which resemble those of a running deer.
Now, from what I understand, some of the Qigong masters often closely guard certain details of their practice, reserving it for their favorite or most trustworthy students. According to them, if followed carefully, and according to their belief system, these spiritual practices are said to heighten consciousness to superhuman levels and dramatically increase the flow of qi to the acupuncture channels within the body. The focus of this practice is also to produce the advancement of psychic abilities, achieve enlightenment, and according to them, even achieve immortality. Let's take a look at the next clip.
These film records testify that Shifu Shi Dilong is a very powerful and well-trained Shaolin Qigong healer.
What I would like to do now is to read to you an excerpt from an article from an ex-Qi Kung practitioner. And we're going to get some real insight into the nature of this beast, aka Qi energy. And I quote, the article is titled, "The Reality of Qi." I have been a practitioner of the martial arts for over a decade, and that also includes spontaneous Qi Kung. The Qi they utilize is not a harmonious, benevolent, all-prevailing, and invisible energy/force which flows, binds, and permeates throughout the universe, but rather a sentient, which means conscious, life form unto themselves, which religions around the world and communities and civilizations throughout history have commonly referred to jinns, spirits, or demons. Another excerpt I want to read to you, written by this same man, titled "The Dangers of Eastern and New Age Spiritualism." And I quote, "And yet, the cultivation of Qi energy is not solely practiced by the Chinese. As with the fighting arts, many other races would have their own methods of tapping into the ostensibly cosmic energy. One of the principal features of New Age practice is the belief in a universal cosmic energy circulating throughout the body. This energy can be manipulated for various spiritual or psychological purposes, and is even palatable. When we look back through history, there are many accounts of the energy of the use of energy Qi recorded in various languages, cultures at different times and places. Meditation, self-observation, self-remembering, breathing exercise, chant, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, sacred dances are all such examples. Energy manifestations are a principal characteristic of meditative experiences as well. Although it's widely accepted in the East that psychic powers are a natural byproduct of meditation, the vehicle through which these psychic abilities are produced is often viewed as a form of cosmic energy. Okay? So, what he is saying here is that the process of meditation invites or invokes an increase in this Qi energy. And this is why those who practice Veiwer meditation will usually report a sharp increase in psychic ability. But in reality, via mental passivity, the individual progressively opens themselves up to the invasion of evil spirits. Once these evil spirits are residing within the body of the occult practitioner, he will view this most often as evidence that God, small g, is within himself. It is their powers, meaning the evil spirits, which are the real source of the increase in psychic ability. So, what do we have here? We have some force which is outside of us that these individuals are actively engaging, inviting, and encouraging to enter their bodies. Now, just based on these video clips alone, I cannot imagine why anyone would want to involve themselves in this. Which brings me to the site of Carl Hans Welz, inventor of what he calls the Orgone generator, which according to him is a generator of chi, energy, prana, or life force. Welz's website brags, about his study in practice in astrology, practical magic, ruin magic, astral travel, and the like. This chi generator, which he also refers to as a manifestation machine, utilizes orgone, or orgonite as he calls it. What is orgone? Put simply, it's shaved metal particles embedded in epoxy, According to Welz, by the use of this machine, you can manifest anything you want. Health, wealth, prosperity, enlightenment, and you can even find your soulmate. The machine acts as an accumulator of chi energy, which then can be used to project this force out to the universe, causing the universe, according to them, to provide whatever it is you currently desire, On his site regarding this chi generator, it states, and I quote, "Based on this path-breaking new understanding of action at a distance combined with his truly revolutionary invention, the chi generator, which is a generator of life force that has never been seen on this planet before. He," meaning Carl Hans Welz, "developed new methods and equipment that make it possible for you to actually create any trend energy towards anything you can desire. In fact, by now, this extremely powerful technology of taking control of your life and destiny is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now, he has diagrams on his site, and I want you to see them. The diagrams are very simplistic, meaningless even, but the reason that I want you to see them, because you are not going to believe what he has to say regarding this.